In the world of combat sports, there are two fights happening at all times, the one inside the ring and the one for the biggest paycheck. While fans see the knockouts and the submissions, behind the scenes, a select group of fighters have mastered the art of turning their athletic genius into generational wealth. This isn't just about winning belts, it's about building empires. From nine-figure paydays to billion-dollar business ventures, these are the fighters who have transcended the sport and become financial titans. Today, we're counting down the 10 richest fighters of all time and, more importantly, explaining exactly how they made their fortunes. You'll be shocked to learn that for many of them, the biggest wins of their careers happened outside the ring. Number 10. Sugar Ray Leonard, the first media darling. Kicking off our list is a man who was a superstar before the era of massive pay-per-view numbers, Sugar Ray Leonard, with an estimated net worth of $120 million. Leonard's genius was not just his incredible boxing skill, but his understanding of his own marketability. He was handsome, charismatic, and had an infectious smile, making him a favorite of advertisers. While his fight purses were significant for the time, a huge portion of his wealth came from being one of the first boxers to secure major mainstream endorsements. He had deals with companies like Coca-Cola, 7-Up, and Ford, deals that were previously unheard of for a boxer. Leonard and his team understood that his appeal went beyond the hardcore boxing fan, and they marketed him as a wholesome American hero. This, combined with his legendary rivalries against fighters like Roberto Duran, Thomas Hearns, and Marvin Hagler, made him a household name and a very wealthy man. Number 9. Lennox Lewis, the undisputed businessman. At number 9 is the last undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Lennox Lewis, with a net worth of around $140 million. Lewis's path to wealth was one of quiet consistency and smart business decisions. He was a dominant champion who fought and beat every top contender of his era, including Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield. His massive payday came from his 2002 fight against Tyson, where he earned a reported $17.5 million. But Lewis's real financial success came from his careful management of his earnings. Unlike many fighters who spend lavishly, Lewis was known for his frugal nature and his shrewd investments. He invested in real estate, business ventures, and a variety of other assets. He also avoided the pitfalls of bad contracts and parasitic entourages that have drained the fortunes of so many other fighters. Lewis's story is a testament to the power of financial discipline and long-term planning. Number 8. Anthony Joshua, the British sensation. Coming in at number 8 is the British heavyweight superstar Anthony Joshua, with an estimated net worth of $150 million. Joshua's rise to financial stardom was meteoric. He became a national hero in the UK after winning a gold medal at the 2012 Olympics, and his professional career has been a series of massive stadium fights. His fights against Vladimir Klitschko, Andy Ruiz Jr., and Oleksandr Usyk have all been huge box office successes, generating tens of millions of dollars in revenue. But like Sugar Ray Leonard, a huge portion of Joshua's wealth comes from his massive appeal to advertisers. He has lucrative endorsement deals with companies like Under Armour, Jaguar, and Beats by Dre. His clean-cut image and his status as a national icon have made him one of the most marketable athletes in the world. Joshua is a prime example of how a fighter can leverage their in-ring success to build a massive commercial brand. Number 7. Oscar De La Hoya, the Golden Boy. At number 7 is a man who has made a fortune both inside and outside the ring, Oscar De La Hoya, with a net worth of approximately $200 million. De La Hoya was a massive pay-per-view star during his fighting career, generating over $700 million in revenue. His fights against Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, and Felix Trinidad were some of the biggest events in boxing history. But De La Hoya's true financial genius was revealed after he retired. He founded Golden Boy Promotions, which has become one of the most successful boxing promotion companies in the world. By becoming a promoter, De La Hoya was able to continue earning money from the sport long after he hung up the gloves. He has promoted some of the biggest names in boxing, including Canelo Alvarez, and has built a business empire that extends far beyond his own fighting career. De La Hoya's story is a masterclass in how to transition from a successful athlete to an even more successful businessman. Number 6. Manny Pacquiao, the People's Champ. Coming in at number 6 is the only 8-division world champion in boxing history, Manny Pacquiao, with an estimated net worth of $220 million. Pacquiao's story is one of incredible poverty to unimaginable wealth. He grew up in extreme poverty in the Philippines, but his incredible boxing talent and his exciting all-action style made him a global superstar. His fights against Oscar de la Hoya, Floyd Mayweather, and Juan Manuel Marquez were some of the highest-grossing events in sports history. But Pacquiao's wealth is not just from his fight purses. He is a cultural icon in the Philippines, and he has used his fame to build a successful career in politics, serving as a senator. He also has numerous business interests in his home country, including real estate, retail, and a variety of other ventures. Pacquiao's story is a powerful example of how a fighter can use their platform to create a lasting impact, both financially and socially. Number 5. Canelo Alvarez, the face of boxing. At number 5 is the current face of boxing, Canelo Alvarez, with a net worth of around $250 million. Canelo is the biggest pay-per-view star in boxing today, and his fights regularly generate massive paydays. In 2018, he signed a then record-breaking 11-fight, $365 million deal with the streaming service DAZN, one of the most lucrative contracts in sports history. But Canelo's wealth is not just from his fight purses. He is a savvy businessman with a growing portfolio of investments. He has his own promotion company, Canelo Promotions, and has invested in real estate, gas stations, and a variety of other businesses in his native Mexico. He has also become a major endorser, with deals with companies like Hennessy and Under Armour. Canelo is a modern fighter who understands the importance of building a brand and diversifying his income streams. Number 4. Conor McGregor, the notorious entrepreneur. The first MMA fighter on our list, and a man who changed the game forever, is Conor McGregor, with an estimated net worth of $400 million. While McGregor has had some massive fight purses, including his crossover boxing match against Floyd Mayweather, the vast majority of his wealth comes from one brilliant business move, proper number, 12 Irish Whiskey. McGregor co-founded the whiskey brand and used his massive global platform to promote it relentlessly. In 2021, he and his partners sold their majority stake in the company to Proximo Spirits in a deal worth up to $600 million. This single transaction catapulted McGregor into the ranks of the wealthiest athletes in the world, and it completely changed the paradigm for fighter earnings. It proved that a fighter's biggest payday could come from a business they built, not a punch they threw. McGregor's story is a masterclass in leveraging personal brand to create a 9-figure exit. Number 3. George Foreman, the grill that made $1 billion. At number 3 is a man who made more money from a kitchen appliance than he ever did in the ring. George Foreman, with a staggering net worth of around $300 million. Foreman was a 2-time heavyweight champion, but his greatest financial success came from the George Foreman Grill. He became the spokesperson for the grill in the 1990s, and it became a global phenomenon, selling over 100 million units. Foreman was paid a portion of the profits, and it is estimated that he has earned over $200 million from the grill alone. In 1999, the company that manufactured the grill paid him $138 million for the perpetual rights to use his name. Foreman's story is the ultimate example of an athlete using their name and likeness to create a massive passive income stream that has lasted for decades. It is a powerful lesson in the importance of branding and licensing. Number 2. Floyd Mayweather, the Money Man. Coming in at number 2 is the man who calls himself Money, Floyd Mayweather, with a net worth that has been estimated to be as high as $1.2 billion over his career, though his current net worth is often cited as being around $450 million. Mayweather's financial success is built on a simple but brilliant strategy. He became his own promoter. By taking control of his own career and promoting his own fights, Mayweather was able to keep a much larger percentage of the revenue than any other fighter in history. His fights against Manny Pacquiao and Conor McGregor were the 2 highest-grossing combat sports events of all time, and Mayweather's personal paydays for those fights were in the hundreds of millions of dollars. He understood that the real money was not in the fight purse, but in the pay-per-view revenue, the ticket sales, and the sponsorships. By controlling all of these revenue streams, Mayweather became the highest-paid athlete of his decade and one of the wealthiest fighters of all time. Number 1. Vince McMahon, the ultimate fight promoter. And at number 1, with a net worth that dwarfs everyone else on this list, is a man who was never a professional fighter but has made more money from combat sports than anyone in history. Vince McMahon, with a net worth of over $2.5 billion. As the chairman and CEO of WWE, McMahon transformed professional wrestling from a regional spectacle into a global entertainment empire. But his inclusion on this list is cemented by his recent merger of the WWE and the UFC to create TKO Group Holdings. This single move made him the most powerful man in combat sports, with control over the two biggest brands in the industry. While he didn't earn his fortune by taking punches, he has made it by selling them. McMahon's story is the ultimate example of the business of fighting, a reminder that the greatest fortunes are often made not by the fighters, but by the people who promote them. He is the undisputed king of combat sports wealth, and it's not even close.